Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another video. If you're new here, my name is Caitlin, and I'm going to show you everything that I eat in a day because people seem to like that. So I actually just decided to film this video, and I've been up for a while. So I already started my morning, and I'm sort of settling into my morning work routine. I did have a matcha, like I said. I drank it all before I decided to film this video, but I'm going to show you guys what I put in it. So I've recently really been liking matcha. I just have a bunch of random things in my pantry right now, and I'm trying to actually use them up instead of just accumulate, more stuff. So I've been using this organic matcha from Rishi Tea. It's their matcha asanoka. I really like it. So I use a teaspoon of this, and I know the traditional way to make matcha, but honestly, I'm really lazy in the morning. So I just put a teaspoon of this in my blender with a tablespoon of, I guess I didn't bring it upstairs. It's just like a coconut milk powder creamer. I'll insert a picture of it here. I do a tablespoon of that. And then sometimes I like to keep it plain. Sometimes I add a pinch of cardamom. But today I decided to add in this other thing that I have that I need to use up. It's just like a mixture of cacao powder, a little bit of extra matcha powder, and some maca powder. So I made that, and then I just fill this with hot water, let it cool a little, and then pour it in my blender and blend it on high for a minute. And it's nice and frothy and yummy and delicious. And yeah, it's just been nice to switch it up from coffee. I still love coffee, but recently I've been digging the matcha. So I made my matcha, drank my matcha, did about an hour of yoga with my boyfriend Dylan, and now I just made myself some lemon water. There's juice of half a lemon in here, because it just helps me drink so much more in the mornings. And honestly, I just need to get water down. I'm trying to be more hydrated. And then, as you can tell, I like my beverages. I also have a cup of herbal tea. It's also from Rishi Tea. It's a tea bag. It's called like elderberry healer or something. So those are all of my morning beverages. I'm going to drink those, and once I get hungry, I'm going to go downstairs and make my breakfast. But for now, I'm going to respond to some emails on my computer and maybe edit some photos for upcoming recipe posts on my blog. So I actually prepped this breakfast in my Instant Pot. I made it this morning while I was doing yoga. I've been meaning to make it for forever, and I finally got around to. My friend Nisha, if you guys saw, I did do a video with her a few months ago. She released this awesome vegan Instant Pot cookbook a few months ago, and I've been eyeing a ton of these recipes, and I finally have time to try them and make them now. And I made her coconut millet porridge. Millet, actually I have a jar right here. It's really interesting grain. I feel like it's not used a lot in recipes, but according to her cookbook, it's rich in protein and alkaline in nature, which is beneficial for digestion. I don't really cook with it too often, so I was curious to make one of her recipes using it. It's basically like oatmeal, but instead of oats, it's using millet, and you make it in your Instant Pot. I know Nisha makes good recipes, so it's gonna be good, but I'll show you guys what it looks like. So it essentially looks like steel cut oats. It's nice and thick. You could thin it out with more liquid if you want to. She does say that in the cookbook. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in my bowl over here. And then for my toppings, I have a few of these tiger figs, which are like the best figs ever left. And they're looking a little sketchy. So I'm going to chop these up. And then I think I'm going to also add some hemp hearts. And I have some date syrup here, as well as some toasted coconut. Some of this went into the recipe, but I have a little left over, so I'll probably use that. Okay, I made my bowl. I just took a picture of it just for funsies. But before I eat this, I actually forgot. I still need to take my vitamins and eat my prunes. I went on a trip to a prune farm last weekend, and I used to love prunes as a kid, and it has re-inspired me to eat prunes every day because they are really great at keeping you regular. And if you have problems with constipation, just eat some prunes. They're really cheap. I got these at the bulk bin in my grocery store. I still have to put them in a glass jar, but I'm challenging myself to eat 5 prunes a day for the next month. So honestly, I think they taste great. They're really good with almond butter. It's a nice portable snack. Okay, I am back in my office and the lighting is better up here, so I wanted to give you guys a better picture of the porridge. Now for our taste test. I'm gonna try it plain first. I like it. It definitely has like a nutty flavor to it. Not just because I added coconut to it. And it's a very similar texture to meat. Just like kind of like steel cut oats. But if you ever had brown rice flakes It's like a gluten-free oatmeal alternative because some gluten-free people can't have oats. It kind of reminds me to that in terms of the texture and flavor too. It's really interesting. And I'm also curious to try a millet on like a savory recipe, like a bowl type thing. I've seen some people do that, or maybe like a soup. If you guys have a favorite millet recipe, let me know in the comments below. Also, I'll link Nisha's cookbook below. There's a ton of recipes in there. I want to try so many of them out, so you guys should definitely check it out. I'll just link like the Amazon link or whatever. Yeah, I'll link that. I'm gonna eat my porridge thing, and then I'm going to take Lily, my dog, for a walk, and then eat some more food. Well, work in between, you know. I made my like peach cinnamon smoothie thing that I posted in my last video. The recipe is in the video description there, so I'll link it below. It's just like peaches, greens, chia seeds, protein powder, cinnamon. And today I added this like chocolate flavored greens powder, and I'm actually kind of regretting it. I definitely like it better without it, but it's fine. I'll just drink it. I feel like it looks like I just sit at my desk all day, and on days where I'm on my computer, that is honestly true. I do like having the balance, so some days I'm in the kitchen all day and I get to move around on my feet a lot more. And then days like today where I'm sitting on my computer typing, I'm like itching to go to my evening yoga class by the end of the day because I just feel like my ass is like not even as flat as a pancake. Like it's gone concave. There's like an inverse arch going on there. But yeah, I don't know. I'm sure anyone who has an office job can relate, and I do feel lucky that it's not like this every day, and I still get to take my dog for a walk because that helps too. So this morning I edited photos for my blog. I made Pinterest images, actually. I did respond to some emails too. I like to edit my photos in bulk just because I feel like it's easier to just sit at my computer and do it all at once. So I think it was like 4 or 5 different recipes. I do try to work ahead some, and I'm trying to get back more ahead than I have been because I haven't been very ahead. Anyways, I did that, and now I need to write 1 to 2 blog posts. So I'm going to do that while I drink my smoothie, and then hopefully I'm going to get up and go in the kitchen and make a little something before I go to my evening yoga class tonight. Since I'm sitting in the same exact spot, like pretty much drinking the same exact drink as my last like chit-chatty video with you guys, just to say thank you to everyone who left me a kind message or response on that video, or sent me a message on Instagram or an email. You guys are so sweet, and I know that I need to take a break, but like hearing it from you guys and hearing all your positive affirmations and the words of encouragement definitely makes it easier, and it makes me feel really supported and lucky to have this space and to hold the space for other people and just have this community of awesome people. And it was also not nice to know that some of you guys are struggling too, but I thought it was really beautiful that a lot of you guys shared that you were struggling as well, because it just proves that, you know, you think you're going through something alone, but you're really not. There are tons of other people in the world who feel the exact same way as you. So even though feeling stressed out or overworked can be very isolating, it's good to know that, I don't know, you're not alone, and other people have tips to share with you to help get you out of that funk. And yeah, since I posted that video, I mean, it hasn't been that long, so things have been like relatively the same, but I am really, really trying to like not even think about work on the weekends and be more mindful and relaxed, because I mentioned before I was basically working 2 full-time jobs, so I'm trying to not like work myself into overdrive every single day. I'm still working like normal working hours, but I'm trying to be a little more relaxed about it, not like, oh my God, I need to get this done to get on to the next thing and then the next thing and blah, blah, blah. It honestly was just a relief to talk about it too and share my experience with other people. So things are going pretty good, and I definitely have a good life, and I'm grateful for it. I just gotta figure out how to work in the best way for me. So yeah, ignore the messy background. Okay, the good news is I got all my work done for today. But I didn't really have time to do anything in the kitchen, which isn't necessarily bad news. It's just whatever news. I actually need to head out for yoga in like 10 or so minutes. But I'm kind of hungry, so I'm gonna make a snack. I've really been craving like sweet foods today, and I'm just gonna tell you guys about my new snack obsession, which sounds kind of lame, but like, I don't know, I think it's really good. It's PB&J rice cakes, and rice cakes are kind of like that weird health food that people are like, why would you eat that? It kind of tastes like styrofoam. And I agree, if you eat a plain rice cake, it does taste like styrofoam. But I've noticed that it's a great crunchy vessel for large quantities of peanut butter. And peanut butter rice cakes are like, you know, pretty good, but the peanut butter is kind of sticky and I just feel like it needs a little bit of a sweet element to it. So I like to add jelly to it. And it's like nostalgic for me because I used to eat PB&Js all the time. But it's also just like really, really, really yummy. So as you can see, I put a lot of peanut butter on. You gotta do thick, okay, so it tastes good. And then you add the jelly and you spread it around, and I could seriously eat this. I've eaten this for dessert several days last week. I eat it as a snack. I could probably eat it as a meal. I haven't done that yet, but highly considering it now. Oh, that feels so good. Why don't more people do this? Maybe lots of people do this. I don't know. Add jelly to your rice cakes, okay? This is so good. Greetings. It's now dark and I am back from yoga and I'm about to prep my dinner. I decided to make kimchi fried rice. It's kind of like kitchen sink kimchi fried rice. We just have a ton of kimchi in our fridge right now and I have some veggies I need to use up. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm also going to make my easy vegan quiche recipe that I posted on my blog I think almost like a year and a half ago. Dylan's gonna eat that for breakfast. So we have some produce from our garden that we need to use, which inspired both of these recipes. So I went ahead and prepped some of my veggies. I'm gonna try to get the quiche in the oven and then I'm gonna quickly rinse off, and fried rice really doesn't take too long to make. So I'm gonna do that, rinse off, then come back down, make the fried rice, and eat my dinner. So I have my dry ingredients for, jeez, didn't close the fridge. So I have my dry ingredients for my pie crust right over here. I'm gonna make it in this bowl. And then for our veggies, I'm going to use these tomatoes from our garden that we just picked over the weekend. And I chopped one onion up. I'm gonna caramelize it and use half of it in the quiche and the other half with our fried rice. So I'm actually just going to be using the onion, ginger, garlic, broccoli, I know that's untraditional, carrot, and peas as the veggies in the fried rice. And I'm gonna cook these green beans, which we got from our garden. How cool is that? That's really exciting. It's like the biggest batch we've ever gotten. With some mushrooms and onions and chili oil. So that's gonna be like a side dish. And then the fried rice. Got our veggies, got our kimchi. These are not all completely full, I just need to use them up. And we're gonna top it with some sriracha tofu. And actually before I left for yoga, I went ahead and cooked some white jasmine rice over here. So it's better to use day-old rice, but it'll also be kind of dry, so I think it will be perfectly fine for the fried rice. Okay, I pre-baked my pie crust. I did add some thyme to it, and then I made the quiche filling. To mix the chickpea flour, I added in some dried basil as well as this mushroom seasoning that I recently got from Trader Joe's. And here are half of the caramelized onions, so I'm just going to fold these into the batter and then mix this together. And then I'm going to probably mix in the tomatoes too, actually, and then just put this all back in here and bake it in the oven. So I am simmering the kimchi and all the vegetables except for the broccoli with the garlic and ginger. I'm about to add in the rice, and then the green beans, mushrooms, and onions are simmering over there. I'm gonna add some chili oil to that, which you can't kind of see. Oh, there you go, you can see better now. And then our tofu is cooking away in the air fryer. I plopped everything, it's super steamy, in a bowl. Just air fried the tofu, fried rice, green beans, and I topped it with cilantro. This is my bowl, and this is Dylan's bowl. The lighting is terrible at our dining room table. But here are our dinner bowls. I already showed you guys an overhead, but yep, now we're gonna dig in. We got more tamari on the side. I did add a little bit of this to the fried rice. It's focusing on your face. It always does that. You're more important than me. And then we're also gonna top it with a little more chili oil. And that's it for dinner.
I'm ready.
Cool, let's eat.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We finished our dinner, and now it's time to show you our dimly lit dessert. I've been working on some recipes for the blog, so we have leftovers. I have a pumpkin muffin. I'm actually gonna put some almond butter on this, I think. And then we also have some s'mores bars. Both the recipes will be coming to the blog soon. So I have half a s'mores bar and a muffin, and Dylan has half a s'mores bar and another s'mores bar. And Lily has nothing, she's just baking. Oh, and I almost forgot. I made some tea. It's like a Valerian Dream from Rishi Tea. It's like an herbal tea. Supposed to help you sleep, but I think I'm just gonna be waking up in the middle of the night and peeing because that's a lot of liquid.
Both.
That is it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Do you have any final thoughts, Dylan?
Make the s'mores bar. They're really good.
They won't be on the blog yet, but you'll get them
In
eventually.
the future.
Okay. Bye.